And I'm about to keep telling y'all that y'all need to get y'all passport. Like, my American people, I'm talking to y'all specifically. So, everybody knows me as she goes global, the girl who goes global, the girl who's always traveling the world. Right? Nobody gets it, nobody understands like how I did it. Everybody thinks I'm rich. No, stink. If I was rich, I would literally like never come back here. But basically what I was doing was I was teaching abroad. I was teaching English abroad. So let me give you some background about that. When I was in college, I studied Spanish and I studied Arabic. You know, my main goal was to work for the feds eventually, but you know, life changes, things change, your mind changes a little bit. I studied Arabic because of a recruiter that I had met with. He worked, he was a covert employee basically, and he had told me like learn Arabic, like not just Spanish, learn Arabic, like learn a hard language. So I was like, alright, boom. But I ended up falling in love with the language. I ended up falling in love with language in general. Like, I'm not a math girl, I'm not a science girl, but I'm a language girl. Like, I can learn a good language and I can learn it real fast. And I just, you know, being able to speak to people from different cultures and things like that. Like, I love that so much, being able to communicate with them, because y'all don't even know what it unlocks. Like, you can just gain so much respect from knowing somebody's language. You can, so many doors can open for you and shit. And then when you travel, it's just like so much more comfortable because you're able to talk to people and just get to know all these different people. Like, I have friends all over the world. I literally have friends all over the world. Like, nobody else can say that. But yeah, so university, I had a double major in criminal justice. I'm sorry, not a double major, because something ended up happening and I couldn't do the double major. But anyway, I had a major in criminal justice and a double minor in Spanish and Arabic. While I was in university, and y'all can tell that I've been abroad because I say things like that. While I was in university, because when I was teaching abroad, that's how the kids talk. You know, it's a very British English, so if I was to say when I was in college, they'd be like, teacher, what are you talking about? Like, it's just simple things like that, and I have to explain it. It's like, so no, sometimes when I speak, it's very British. Anyway, yeah, while I was in university, I studied abroad my junior year. It was the most horrible time of my life, let me tell you. That was the worst, the literal worst time of my life. I personally, I don't recommend studying abroad. Like, if you're gonna go abroad, well, okay, not everybody's experience is like mine, but I gotta put some more because I feel like that's right up. Yeah, I feel like not everybody's experience is like mine, but mine, I wouldn't recommend study abroad. That's just me. Personally, because the place where we studied abroad, I don't feel like it was for like students going abroad. Like, it just, you know, when you go abroad, you expect to have that like fairy tale experience. You expect to have that like movie experience. Yeah, I didn't get that. Like, I felt like I was a stranger in my own home. Well, it wasn't my house, but I just felt like a stranger. Like, I didn't feel connected with the host parent or nothing like that. And also, it was like a language barrier, because at that point in time, like, I spoke Spanish, but not for real. Like, I spoke Spanish for fake. Like, I spoke Spanish on paper. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people like think. It's so easy to learn a language. You can learn a language. You can learn a language from a book. But baby, when they plop you in that country, and them people talking real fast and they using their slang, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. You are really going to be in for a rude awakening, girl. Because when I thought I spoke Spanish the first time, they be talking for real. And then I come from learning like Latin American Spanish as well. You got a whole different ballgame there. They don't speak like that in Spain. I remember I was in Spain and they talking about some. Well, I think I had said, I don't know which word I used, but they knew what I was talking about. But this is what they like to do in Spain. They like to act like they don't know what you're talking about. But if you didn't know what I'm talking about, why did you give me a synonym for the same word? And they want to hit you with a ¿qué quieres decir? You know what I'm saying. No te entiendo. Yes, you do. You know what I'm saying to you. So a little bougie over there, but you know, it's cool. But anyway, so study abroad, it just was not it for me. So after that, you know, I knew I wanted to work for the feds, but I didn't want to like, I guess my mindset was like, you know, I had a horrible experience going to Spain the first time because I almost never ever went back to Spain because I was so mad about my experience studying abroad, and this was during COVID time and everything like that. Yeah, so I was just like, like, we're not doing it. We are not going back to Spain ever again. Like, it was bad, y'all, it was bad. But anyway, me and my friend Latice, we had discussed, we're like, all right, bet, we're going to redo Spain, but this time we're going to teach, okay? Because, you know, we're going to graduate and we're going to go over there and teach, because I didn't want to start my career immediately, because y'all, we got to work for the rest of our life. Like, I wanted to see the world a little bit, like, because when I did study abroad, we had went to London, and then COVID happened, so the whole study abroad got cut short. Like, I didn't even get to travel, I didn't get to do everything that I said I wanted to do. So that's why we went back. And we went back and we had a blast. I fell in love like 3 times over there. I was really living a fairy tale life. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was living a fairy tale life. I had dealt a really nice Turkish guy. I met a really nice French guy, and then Spanish. I had a Spanish boyfriend. Like, this all happened in 10 months. Anyway, like, it was a time of my life, I'm not gonna lie. And like, I just love that I came back here with a story to tell. Like, I have so many stories to tell y'all. Like, do y'all even want to hear them? Like, do y'all have any questions? Like, I'm not about to sit here and talk to myself too. I'm gonna have to subscribe because we not about to do this. Like, do y'all want me to go back and actually record the shit? Like y'all gotta tell me what's going on. What else can I tell y'all? I can't find my beauty blender. We gonna have to use, I don't wanna use this, but that'll be hard to punch it with this. But yeah, so fast forward, I moved to Spain, and you know, we had an apartment out there. When I tell you, I wanna know how much I was paying for my apartment. We had a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, we was paying $400 each. 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, kitchen, washer, dryer. No dryer, Spain they don't got dryers, but yeah. And you talk about you wanna live in the middle of New York in a studio apartment for $3,500? Oh, you're crazy. Oh. Anyway, you know, that's not my business. If that's what you wanna do, then that's what you wanna do. Like, that's up to you. But I don't wanna do that. I'm trying. Girl, I visited 7 countries. 7 countries in 10 months for less money than you would pay in a month for a studio apartment in New York. I'm only saying it because my friend, she was just talking about how expensive it is in New York. Y'all have to get out the country. I'm not about to keep telling y'all this. I'm not about to keep telling y'all. I can tell y'all till y'all blue in the face. I'm not about to keep telling y'all that y'all need to get y'all passport. Like, my American people, I'm talking to y'all specifically. Do y'all know how many countries y'all can enter without a visa? Y'all probably don't. Look it up. Look it up. Look how many countries you can enter without doing no work. You know how many people have to, you know how much work, like, people have to do to get to the States? A lot. Your passport gives you access to a lot of fucking places. Like, we big dog a little bit. We ass out. I don't mean we big dogs. The States is crazy. It's the craziest place to be, I'm not gonna lie. But, y'all really don't want to live here. Like, coming back here was such an adjustment, I must say. But yeah, y'all probably asking, why are you back now? Why did you come back? Well, because like I said, like, I was only going there to teach English for a year before I started my career in law enforcement, federal law enforcement. But y'all, I don't want to do that no more. Like, is it so bad that I changed my mind? Like, I want to go back abroad. I want to live abroad. I want to country hop. And, you know, I want to do all those things that I was doing. Because I'm going to tell y'all, that was the happiest time of my life. Like, because, you know, moving to Spain, y'all don't get it. Like, y'all don't get the adjustment, like, mentally. Like, going there, that is a country that, or I don't know if it's just Spain because I didn't live anywhere but Spain, but work-life balance there is insane. Like, I was an English teacher, but when I tell y'all, every week we had like days off, like, and they would be like, oh, we off this Friday, or we off Friday, Monday, we off, we got a 4-day weekend. Puente, it was a puente every 2 seconds when I'm telling you. And I'd be like, bro, like, okay. And we didn't work 8-hour shifts. Like, I don't think the teachers can work more than 5 consecutive hours in a row out there. Like, what I tell you, it was the life to live. Like, and they were so cool about everything. They promote like vacation and spending time with family out there in Europe. When I tell you, I had like there's like a month of April you have off, a month of December, like, what other month? It's just like 10 days during X month where you just have no work. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how much freedom that you have working a job there. Like, there's no need to be like sad, there's no need to be worried, there's no need to be stressed out there. Like, how can you be stressed? Like, I feel like I'm gonna say like a saying that's like my favorite saying of Spain, and it's no pasa nada, which means like, you know, no worries, everything's like gonna be okay, like everything's gonna be cool. And I just feel like that's like the favorite thing that I took from Spain, because I feel like everything, they're like no pasa nada, like everything's gonna be good. And sometimes they be no pasa nada in a little too much for me, because during COVID, when COVID first happened, when I was studying abroad, they kept trying to hit us with the no pasa nada, and stop fucking saying no pasa nada, because what the fuck is this? Like, it was definitely a crazy experience to be abroad when COVID started, because I watched it blow up. I watched it blow up in Europe. They sent us back, and the States was playing like this was a game. Like, I didn't just watch it, like I watched it in the I felt like I was watching it before it happened and then relived it here, because no one was taking it seriously there. And then when I got back, we're a little behind with the shit, so it was like nobody was taking it seriously here. We're a way bigger country, so it was definitely a crazy experience. But anyway, yeah, Spain was a time, bro. Like, I don't even know what to tell y'all, because nobody ever asked me any questions. But girl, did I tell y'all, that was like the time of my life. My favorite country that I've been to is Morocco. And I would say I loved all the countries I've been to, but Morocco was my favorite because your money goes a long way out there. Like, you could do so much stuff. I'll probably put on the screen like a little clip of what I did. But when I tell y'all, we got on camels, we did a tour of Berber village in the mountains, in Atlas Mountains, and we ate food. They cooked us food, they gave us tea. We went to restaurants, we visited the mosques, we just did so much on that trip. We stayed in a 5-star hotel with like bellmen, and like amazing experience. Like, I'm telling y'all, the hotel, we stayed for like 4 or 5 nights and paid $150 for the hotel. In total, not a day, total. Like, I'm telling y'all, once y'all get to these countries, y'all gonna have a ball. Like a ball. I also been to Germany. Germany was cold. Germany was cute. You know, we went with somebody that kind of was trying to, you know, when you go on a trip and then there's somebody who wants to be the guide, but they don't really know how to be the guide. It's kind of like that. So I kind of probably need to redo Germany again. But Germany was cute. She was definitely cute. Spain, beautiful. You know, Spain's beautiful. Beautiful weather, beaches. It's beautiful. You gotta hit up Ibiza. Yeah, so you wanna go party, go to Ibiza. Barcelona as well. Barcelona is so Barcelona. I'm gonna say it like the Spanish. Beautiful, beautiful city. That's probably my favorite city in Spain. Galicia is beautiful too. And where else did I go? What's up? My place is France. Paris. Paris is just like the movies, girl. Paris is just like the Eiffel Tower. Beauty. Is pure beauty. It's cold in Paris though. Don't sleep on it. I needed a big ass coat in Paris. But in the summer it's hot. you know, you get two sides of it. So if you're not a person who wants the same temperature all year round, then I would say go to Paris, go live in Paris. But everybody's dripped out with Paris. Everybody got the coin. Everybody's a designer. Don't go out to Paris if you're not in your best fit, because the French will shit on you. Let me tell you about, they can fucking cook a good ass pastry. Fire. The most fire pastry. But yeah, that's so funny. What else can I tell y'all? Where else did I go? I went to many places in France. Where did I go? Why am I acting like I didn't go nowhere? Italy. The men are flirts. They never stop flirting. Like, as soon as you sit down. Sir, I wasn't even coming to this restaurant, but now I am because you just won't let me leave. Like, Italy's pretty. Italy's really pretty. I didn't stay there for very long, but I would love to go back and see Italy one more time. Where else did we go? Turkey. Yo, I went to Turkey. Nobody knows this, but I went to Turkey by myself. I flew to Turkey to meet a friend, and I had a blast. Like, it's nothing like visiting a city, a country with like a person who actually is from there, because now you get to see all the authentic stuff. And I definitely saw all that authentic stuff, and I didn't pay for nothing. I just flew there, and then everything was paid for me. Perks of being a girl, like what? And everybody in Turkey is so nice. They're so sweet. They're the sweetest people ever. And like, being abroad and being American is like such a perk. Like, everybody treats you like you're a trophy. Like, it's like, oh my god, look at her, like she's American. When I tell you I used to be in the airport and my passport in my hand, everybody used to like flock to me. When I was in Turkey, I had my passport waiting to go through customs, and people was looking at me, but I wasn't understanding why they was looking at me, because you know, I'm from the States. Somebody looking at you crazy, it's probably because you black and are racist. But no, that's not what it was. They was just like so interested, like, oh, American girl, it's an American girl here, like, you know. So yeah, I was in Turkey. I was waiting in the line, customs line, and two guys come up, and they're really friendly. You know, I know when somebody's being weird to me. So you can read body language, you can read all that. So they're like, oh my god, like, you're from the United States, and speaking of their broken English. And another thing about people abroad that's really different from people in the States is that people abroad, they are not afraid to like speak the language, the target, or the language that you speak. Like, I feel like I was very shy, even though I'm a language learner, like very shy, like speaking Spanish. I was very shy speaking Spanish before, and I feel like foreigners are not. They're not afraid to speak English. Like, even if it's not good, like, yeah, so they were talking to me, and they're like, oh, like, we're French, and we're visiting Turkey, you came all the way from America, like, they're like it's some like far-fetched place, because a lot of people have never been there, because like I said, it's hard to get to the States. I'm pretty sure the French can get to the States though, but yeah, they just never been there yet. But yeah, they had all these questions for me about the States and like stuff like that. And then you tell them you're an English teacher, now they want you to teach them, like, so. And that's another thing about being like teaching English, you'll never not make money. You can make money anywhere in the world, because everybody needs English. It's the international language, like, you know. So where else did I go? I think that was it. I went to France, I went to Morocco, I went to Turkey, I went to Italy. Is that it? But yeah, so fast forward to now, I'm trying to get back over to Spain. Or at least a broad period. Like, I don't know, like, I want to like country hop. I still want to teach English. You know, it's crazy. Like, I went to school for criminal justice to work law enforcement, but it's crazy how life goes. Like, and I came on to say, like, it's okay for y'all to change your mind as long as y'all have a plan. Like, if you do one day decided that you wanted to be a doctor, and then you don't want to be a doctor no more, that's okay, babe. You gotta be a doctor if you don't want to be a doctor no more. You don't gotta live anybody else's life but yours, okay? So yeah, that's my story. That's why, because the question that everybody asked me, why did you come back? Yo, it was not in the plans, like, to stay there longer than that. But who knew that I would fall in love abroad? Like, who knew that I would fall in love with travel? Like, I never And it's not like I've never traveled anywhere, but like when I'm telling y'all, when y'all get abroad and y'all see how these people live, like y'all gonna be like, oh. Like you will be like, I was culture shocked too many times, like more times than not. I was culture shocked, like, and it's just the most invigorating feeling because it's like, like the very first time I probably was culture shocked was that when I came to my high school. The first day I came to my high school, and when I tell you I just walked up into that school, the doors were just open, like the front doors, the main doors were just open. I walked in. And I didn't hit security until I was all the way in the school, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, coming from the States, it's like, you ain't leaving schools open like that. We not doing it. Because somebody gonna come in and pow, 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 unfortunately. Like, and but that's the sad truth. But I never realized, when you live in the States, you don't realize what goes on outside. And that's why I be trying to get people to go abroad, and I be trying to like push this on people, because it's like, y'all have to see how these people live, because you would never want to live here. I mean, not like that, I'm not trying to push y'all out the States, but y'all would just want to like experience this feeling. Like, I think that's why I came back and I didn't want to work for the feds. Like, I didn't want to work a job. I don't want to work a 9 to 5, like, because I just had the time of my life. It's people out here living for real. Like, I feel like our culture, our American culture, we're not living. I feel like we live to work. And in Europe, they work to live. So it's like, I'm gonna choose live to work to live, work to live. Is that the saying? I'm gonna choose that every time. It don't even matter what the saying is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. But yeah, I'm finished my makeup now. Y'all gotta drop some questions in the comment section so I can actually come and we can have a dialogue, because I kind of just came on here and did my makeup and, you know, told y'all a little bit about me, my experience, and I don't even know what the title of this video, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Big 24, not the little one. It's 25 next year. Let's see what we got in store. And hit my Instagram up if you want to see any of the photos of me abroad. Stay linked in with me, because I'm still traveling all around the world. You already know it's your girl, she goes global. And we signing out. Ciao.